Where is it? Hello. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. And so, in no time, I'm going to give you a rundown on the three market events you must watch out for this new week, and also give you a background and a review on the market technically, and also give you some forecasts on the next step the market is about to make. And so, without further ado, give us a thumbs up, like this video, go to the comment section, let me know if you're watching live. And then, if you're listening to the replay, do well to type replay. Adebayo Jerome. This is GM, no sound. Can I be heard? Some other person should give me a feedback. Can you hear me? Jerome can't hear me, but you, can you hear me? Who else can hear me? Please, if you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Jerome says no sound. So if you can hear me, go to the comment section and tell me you can hear me. If you can hear me, confirm you hear me. If you cannot hear me, tell me you cannot hear me. So we'll go ahead with today's session. Jerome, can you still hear me or not? Please give me a feedback. I don't intend to waste time here. The next 15 to 20 minutes, we should call this a day, and I'm gone. So if you still can't hear me, tell me you still can't hear me. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear now. You should have said that. You should have said that. All right, guys. So Jerome can hear me loud and clear. So welcome everybody once again to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. And so in no time, what we're gonna do is we'll give you the three market events you should watch out for, and also do a price action. And meanwhile, for those of you who have been following up with our space, I think it's the right time you give us our clout. We've been very consistent in not just letting you know the macro trend, letting you know where the market is. We also let you know where short-term drawdowns are, and also long-term price projection. Our goal for you this bull run, especially those of you who have been with us since what we call 16, 17K as the bottom, and then we identify 24K as the beginning of the bull market. We call the move to 30K, 45K, 60, 70, even call the drawdown to 40, call the we also call the move to about 110, call the drawdown to 74K. I think that was 74K, right? And then we call them down to where we are, and we are still in a bull run. My number goal for you this bull run is that it is not always what you make, but what you keep. How will you like that when this bull run will be over? We let you know that, look, we think the market is nearing top, or we think that there is weakness overall in the market and it's time for you to start positioning. You start playing defense. We did this during the last bull market. And one thing I'm trying to let you all know is that we may not help you achieve this in all the assets you're invested in, but we should be able to let you know on major key movers in the market, and then you could protect yourself generally in the market. And that is what the Smart Investors Lodge is here for. We give you analysis, we give you research, we help you spot trend, we let you know where gem assets are, we help you position, we also help you out of the market. So Mr. Oluwasei, I hope I called your name right. Greetings. I see you, my friends. Meanwhile, I love Yorubas. I think this is something most of you who follow me really know. I love the culture. I think I really the Yorubas in Nigeria really have so much of their culture together, and this is one reason why I have so much love for the Yorubas. I think your culture, you really have the culture really puts together. And so, without further ado, let's dive into the three market events we are watching out for. Let you know how this three market event is going to impact the market, how you could take advantage as well of the market event, to make the most of profit. So, first on our list, it's happening today. So, Coinbase is set to list Research Coin. Research Coin. Coinbase is set to list research coin. Oluwase is laughing. I wanted telling you a story, but I won't tell you this kind of story in a recorded stream anyway. Maybe one of these days, if I ever get to see, we will talk about what I want to tell you. If you ever see me physically, remind me of what I wanted telling you into this live stream, and I will tell you off record. So, coin is set to list research coin. So, research coin is a kind of decentralized science token that is funding a lot of scientific. They want to fund scientific research and projects. So Coinbase is set to list research coin. Coinbase is one of the biggest exchange in the world set to list research coin. And so a lot of things is happening today. This is one of the movers in the market. This is one of the trendy tokens, one of the push events happening this week in the market. And of course, this is why you have to pay attention to it. Today as well, they are also doing more like a fiat revamp and also doing a token bond of about 1 trillion of their token. So a lot of activity is about to happen place in research token, going as well in one of the largest exchange in the world. Yeah, I greet you, Mr. Ishi, GM. Greetings. So a lot of things is about to happen, and so what should you expect with this token listing? It's simple. There is going to be an explosive ride because listing like this becomes speculative. A lot of persons get to know the token, and then there's going to be a token born and also a fiat revamp. And if this event was not happening today, likely I would have encouraged some of you and say, look, if you could get this token, hold it before the listing, and then on the listing, while the pump takes place, you take advantage of that upsurge. I would have, but I think right now that will be left for you to ascertain, if the token is already having some upward momentum. If it hasn't, I still think you have an opportunity to take advantage of the upsurge that is about to happen today with the Coinbase listing research token. Second on our list is happening tomorrow is the UICPI data. If this USCPI data is going to be out by tomorrow. So the going to be we're gonna have more like for inflation and know where inflation is. And Powell, despite the pressure for him to cut rate, isn't in a hurry to cut rate. Why? Why isn't Jerome Powell, who is the chair of Federal Reserve? Federal Reserve, it's like the central bank of the United States of America, because he still has concern over inflation. So lower numbers is going to be bullish for the cryptocurrency market, because lower numbers is going to enforce the speculation of an over 90% pricing right now that by September we'll have rate cuts. I have done so many videos where I explain a lot of relationship between rate cuts, inflation, and risks on asset like cryptocurrency. So go and watch those videos if I don't want us to spend a lot of time here, but rate cuts becomes bullish for crypto. And then we try to anticipate market events with data, also look at Jerome Powell and try to read his face like some kind of poker stuff. You get. So if we have lower inflation number, is going to increase the chances and the odds that by September we are going to have rate cuts, and it's going to be very very explicit. Don't forget, within that period we are going to approaching end of summer, which historically Bitcoin always outperform the weeks on. I want to find out how much bullish trigger can we have, because some of you are going to make profits within the next few months here in the market. So we want to make sure with a large level of certainty we can confirm the trend, and the next activity that is going to happen in the market. So, USCPI numbers. However, if the numbers comes out higher, I think the cryptocurrency market may just take a little bit knock on. So that is exactly what we're expecting in terms of the US CPI release. And then last but not the least, which is happening on Thursday, is Bitbank set to list SUI, I mean. So SUI is one of the assets, we've been holding as one of the tokens we should have for the next surge of this cryptocurrency, the next phase of this bull market. SUI is one of these tokens. SUI also, some of us are holding it in spot trade, as much as we are holding it also as part of our investment portfolio. And I think SUI, a lot of economic triggers, a lot of triggers are pointing to SUI. So big bank, is it a big deal that SUI is being listed in an exchange? Yes, but not just an exchange. It's the largest Japanese cryptocurrency set to Louis SUI. This is going to expand visibility, accessibility also to the Japanese market. So expect liquidity boosts and also price momentum. And I think that the price is going to start having a surge. And so for some of you who don't have SUI in your portfolio, this may be your opportunity, to get in. Sorry, my lightning is getting bad. Sorry, my lightning is getting bad. However, these are the three market events we are watching as we enter into the new investment and trading week. So let me give you a recap. We're looking at Coinbase is set to list research token today. Tomorrow is the US CPI data release, and on Thursday is Bitbank set to list SUI. So one thing I want you to know is that these three market events are capable of bringing market volatility. So if you must invest or trade the market, this week, make sure you're investing and trading the market smartly. Just hang on. Let me see if take you know see me there. Yeah, sorry. I'll fix my lightning. Just like I told you guys, I was going to fix. That was our network. We fixed it, right? We're gonna keep getting better and better and better and better. And some of you who have been here also notice I was also getting used to using Restream as well. So we promise you nothing but getting better. We promise you nothing but sounds getting better, visuals getting bit better. And in a time, we're going to have some of the biggest KOLs, founders, and innovators right here. You know, talk about any big project that is out there. You think, is it solid? After we do our research, after we do our analysis, we are going to bring them right here. With time, we are even going to bring angel investors, we are going to bring VCs, we are going to bring developers who will teach you people that beyond, investing and also, trading, you want to be Web3 developers. Right now they are signing Web3 developers. They are even more expensive. They are signing, if you can see it all over the news. Signing developers are more expensive right now than even signing football players. And so I also think it's a great career path. But one thing I want to do is I've been able to show you people within a period of time that look, technical analysis work. You use technical analysis to predict the next trends, in the market. My next phase of what I want to do is that I want to myself in a lot of you. I'm going to first of all, I promise you guys a class I'm going to hold. Within that class, we'll get take profit level and also entry level for a lot of asset technically. I believe I've guided you people over a long period of time, different classes from different beginners guide, and one of my next thing I think I owe you people is that I should be able to last clean technical entries and then exit levels. And then some of the next phase of what I will be doing right here in the market. And I try to be very transparent with all of you. That's one thing I've always done. I try to be transparent as much as possible with all of you. So the next phase of what I'll do after that class is I will want to like replicate myself in lots of you here. You should be good in analysis. You should be good in research. And likely, I may target 10, just 10 persons I'll take in the class. I'm not sure yet. And we should have more of women in that class. I want to see a lot of women good in research, good in analysis. And after the next phase of that is I'll help a lot of you start careers. I'll help a lot of you have entry level jobs in research and analysis. Whether it's in the media, whether you want to work for hedge fund, whether you want to work for TV station. I'm a testimony. I'm a testimony of this. Newspapers want to find out what does Gilbert have to say his views about the market. Stations want to know about my views on the market. Hedge funds want my services. Other research firms and even hedge funds not even in the country also want to have my views, have my services, and one of my next phase is to represent a lot of you. It will be my joy when I look behind. I see a lot of persons, playing catch up with the industry when it comes to research, when it comes to analysis. Yeah, headline is asking, "Hi, is Mr. Anthony. Mr. Anthony is fine. For certain reasons, he's not been joining us here. But if you notice, he's still on Discord. So Miss Peace is doing great. Have you checked up on her? Make sure you do a little checkup on her. So let's do a little bit of technicals. Let's find out what's happening in the market. Where should we go from now? So meanwhile, if you're still with me, type yes. I want to know how many of you are right here with me. Just type yes if you're with me. Type it yes. Okay. So let's look at what's happening in the BTC. So as usual, please if you could see my screen, let me know. Just let how many of you sees the okay issues with me? What about seeing the screen? If you can see the screen, just go there, type yes. Okay. Okay, great. So first of all, some of you should have to give us our clout. We shared a lot. We shared a lot of chat. People are calling bottom callers and all of that. I think last week, one major thing we did for last week. Let me do this. Let me do this. One major thing we did last week was let you people know how bullish the market still was, and what we had was a very bullish retest, a bullish and healthy. Whenever the market is having a run, the market does not go up on the streets. It's happening. The healthy retest, and what we're showing you people was why this was a healthy retest. We showed you that this was what we did, showing you what happened after breaking out, had a very bull. As of last week, we were here, and then I went further and I shared on socials. We did it also. We published this on our socials, letting this that you shouldn't be fooled. This was a shakeout. This was actually a shakeout because you could say, first of all, what we have here is a flag. What we have here, the same way we had an extreme here in this flag. If you notice, there's an extreme. Was the same way we formed an extreme on the support. As much as there was an extreme resistance on the extreme, we also had here on the support. Let me make the colors same for some of you. There's always a continuation. We broke this line. So what happens if we break this line? If we break this line from the breakout, do you see how very clean and solid it is? I believe selling at that point, you are being very, anybody who sold at that point was being very, very clownish. You know, so what do we expect that the market going to do next? I still think it's still my view. Okay, so this is what I think. Just like we broke out to this point, I have a little bit of retest. And how far do I think Bitcoin could go? Since we identified 1617, once we got to $24,000, what did I say? What did I say since then? At 25K, people are still calling for a 10K BTC. I said BTC is going to do a 140 to $150,000, and that is still my views. Do I think there will be an overperformance? Yes. Is it possible it could be very sustained? Yes. And a lot of this reason why I think it will be very sustained is that I think anything from 140 to 150, the surge or the drawdown is going to be determined by macroeconomics. If Donald Trump is able to have economic warfare, over, and then record begins, I think that the United States is going to experience a lot of economic boom and freedom that is going to reflect on risk on asset, because I think institutional investors and a lot of retailers, which make up a large part of the entire market, they are ready for risks. Ishi says my voice is cracking. Who else can hear my voice? If you can hear my voice without it cracking, let me know. Yes, you can hear my voice without cracking. If you hear my voice and it's cracking, type cracking. If you could hear my voice without it cracking, type not cracking. I want to make sure you're with me. I want to make sure you follow what we're doing. This is 25, 23 minutes. I was saying I want this to be like a 25-minute stuff. So let's see how we could do a little bit of a roundup as fast as possible. And there is a particular analysis I want to do for you, or I'll find a way I could do this analysis. But meanwhile, some of that thing you should do. Give me that thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up. I like when I see that thumbs up button popping. That love, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. I want that energy. I want that energy. I want to feel it. Tap it. Share this link with somebody. Share this link with somebody who is a trader. So once the network is disturbing again. Good Lord. Why is it only headline saying something? Guys, come on, I'm here for you. I'm doing all of it. Okay, not cracking. For God's pie, it's not cracking. So it could be a challenge from helpline and not it's better now. Okay, go on, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that feedback. So let's do some other analysis. Let's do some other analysis on Let's do some other analysis on push pair. Let's do a bit on Ethereum. Let's find out what's happening with Ethereum. What's happening in Ethereum? Probably, if I had time for you guys, another analysis to find out what do we think Ethereum is going to do, and how are we going to have some kind of ripple effect, in general. And so, for a lot of you should give us that. You have to give us a cloud. And please don't forget, always share analysis video with somebody who is a trader, with somebody who is an investor. Whether the person actively trades, I believe that analysis will help the person. And if the person is an investor, will take advantage of trend. Okay, thank you very much for the feedback, Mr. Jerome. Thank you so much. And I'm also taking notice of all of you who are always very active in our community. A lot of surprises are going to come up for all of you. Just like you see, I may even take some of you on a journey to become an analyst. I may take some of you on a journey to become an analyst. My goal is that within the next year, I want a load of one of the best analysts in Nigeria. I want some of the best analysts in Nigeria, to come from our community. So a lot of you are going to be onboarded, on board this analysis ship. So, you guys give us our cloud. This was last week. On Ethereum. First of all, Ethereum was one of those assets that at about $1,600, we already told you we're expecting some upward, you know, continuation, for the bull run. And just May, by May also, we gave you this. And that was June. That was June when we called for an upward continuation. We remembered on Facebook. A lot of persons laugh, but what happened? See, we're able to clear this grind line. We cleared this grind line, came to this part, and during last week's technical analysis, this was our projection. We told you there will be a downward, upward, retest range, and then create these new highs which we've been able to create. So this means that in the last 2 months, let's say if someone listening to this call, if someone leaves this call, this level, you should be at over return, from here. And so, what do I expect that the market does? Futuristic expectation almost clear. So we need kind of bigger time frame. We need kind of a bigger time frame so we could find out what does the market want to do, at this level. And make sure, please, guys, share this link. Some persons are telling me they don't have access to this link, and I'm trying my best to still see how I could catch up, with them. So once now, let's look at the bigger time frame. So stick with me. Let's see. I'm going to be rounding up likely in the next. Let me check the time. Likely within the next 6 minutes, we'll be out of this place. So let's look at the bigger time frame. Let's find out what's happening within the bigger time frame. Should we do 1D or 1 week? Yeah, let's do this on a 1 week. Let's find out what can we hear from this market. I think we could spot something. Who else could see what I'm able to spot in a bigger time frame? Uh, let's find out if this fits. If it doesn't, I've, I've not fully drawn the chart pattern out, but if we could identify it, you let me know. I will check the comment and why I put this in place. If you notice something happening to this line, the support line is shared on Facebook and tag you. You tagged me? Is my account still on Facebook? Facebook disabled my account. What should we be expecting on Soul? On Soul, what I will promise you is that we will get you a chart analysis. So expect that on Discord. I want to be out of this place. It's better now, but it's cracking before. Okay, thank you for that feedback. Please zoom it a bit, not too clear. Don't worry, I will. ETM setting a new all-time high really soon. Oh yes, Mr. Edu Crypto is setting a new all-time high. Please make screen clear and please, yes, I will. Please, someone tagged me on Facebook. This is one thing I want you to do, please. And I'm making this request to everybody who is here, to everybody who is here. Get our video, get it to X. X is where I'm active now. Say something about market, about the value, or let people know why market watch is valuable. And tag me. If you tag me, I'm going to find it and retweet the hell out of it. Sorry, I use foul language. But let's build a community is what I mean. Let's build a community together, especially those of you who want to grow as well on social media. Okay, yeah. Somebody was saying I should zoom it out. Yes, I want to zoom it out, but at the same time, I want to make sure of the grind line, with everyone who is here. Please share. I'm also doing the same thing. I'm also doing the same thing while I'm here. So share as well. Share. Let other persons know we're live. So there is something. I think we're not really capturing this thing very clearly. So as much as it looks like we're capturing an ascending triangle fit, and that's one thing when you're doing analysis. Don't force. Okay, we may be able to find something here, and you see you could capture this what's happening, clearly. Right. That's one. Once you master the shots. Once you master the shots, you cannot unsee certain things anymore. Here is uh, an ascending grind Ethereum. So what do we think Ethereum should do from here? Analysis together. Please permit me. Let me do some adjustment. So as much as we have the already broken into a time high, yeah, we could decide to do. They are looking for more areas of buy and capture places that have no. But I think this is what we should be expecting. So I think Ethereum still have if we look at the bigger time month, bigger time frame on the 1 month, Ethereum has. I think if there's bigger momentum, if there's momentum, this is what we'll have some continuation. We test from here. So, some kind of thing is where we may want to retest, that on a bigger time frame, if you check, this is a 1 month candlestick. On a 1 month candlestick, Ethereum is up for very bigger continuation, except we decide to do kind of a retest within this level. Let me see, I'm the most of our time. Yes, I will not because of what I see in my battery time. So yes, very possible there could be a retest, before that upward continuation. So I would have done much more. I would have done much more, but because of my battery, I don't want our battery to take me off here. Having a retest is something we may do, but it's more like hitting micro resistance around this level, you know, and then you know regardless of what you do. Oh, I see. Okay, so regardless of what you do, make sure you're investing and trading smartly. Make if you always gain value from what we do right here at the Smart Investors Lodge. Go on X, write something about us, tag me right there on it. I'm gonna find it. Once you tag me, I'll find it, I'll like, I'll retweet, I will leave a comment, and then we'll build a community all together. So a couple of things I'm going to do. Sorry for a lot of persons if I've not responded to you. I've been very, very busy, very, very busy. I'm working on a lot of things. So please, if you're ready to volunteer with the Smart Investors Lodge, we are open to having a lot of you on board. For those of you who want to volunteer, we are more than willing to have a lot of you on board what we do at the Smart Investors Lodge. That's one. The second thing is expect the date for that webinar where we're going to give a lot of you entry levels. That entry levels is going to have a lot of profit targets. A lot of you will be making massive profits within the coming months. Lots of you here will be making a lot of money within the coming months, with that profit target. And also, we'll be giving you take profit targets for all of these particular assets in that webinar. So watch out for that webinar. Invite your friends. Tell them this webinar is being hosted by Gilbert Joekpata, and that is why it's important they are part of that webinar. And then for the two persons who want 1 month free access, please, once again, I'm sorry for not putting you all this while. Like I told you, I've had a whole lot to do, but I've been able to put the right tag. So you guys are going to receive your batches today. This one, straight up, you're going to receive your batches today. But then I'll have a little detail with you guys so I know your level of trading expertise, and then so I give you some tips and guidance. So I don't know if you're at beginner level and I just let you there, as much as possible. Let's give all of you guidance as we dive, into those of you who are getting that 1 month free access to the premium trading room. So a lot of you are also going to win lifetime access, to that premium channel. Lifetime access is something we've never done before, but we are giving some of you the opportunity. I just think we need to like rebuild a lot of things and a very solid community of traders, investors, and builders. And so that's my time. For those of you who are expecting technical analysis on some other assets, expect them on Discord. We're going to publish much more of this on Discord. Find us as well on X. Find us on X. We're going to share a lot of motives. I'm not active on X, no longer Facebook. I'm not active on X, no longer Facebook. So join me on X, leave comment, leave like, remind me that you are on today's session, and don't forget if you must invest or trade the cryptocurrency market, make sure you're investing and trading smartly, my friend. I'm gonna see you by this same time next week, Monday for